All right. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? Sorry, my screen just lagged. By the way, Kick is not working today apparently, so I'm only streaming on YouTube and Twitch, which is absolutely fine. Just, just a shame because we've got some Kick viewers that wanted to see the stream this week. Hopefully they can jump on another platform. But yeah, as you can see, I've got a new camera right here, which is fantastic. Because I thought having like a face camera as well as the setup camera can give like a better, um, hopefully experience for you guys. So I've made like two scenes. So this one, obviously, if I'm gonna chat with you or we're gonna like discuss something or rant about something. And then I've made this one, which is kind of like the old one, but with the face camera as well. So yeah, just a little update. I'm also gonna get a new mic. I've just ordered a new mic. I've ordered the MV7X, which is so basically Shure. Obviously, you know SM7B. So they've made another mic called M7, I think, or I forgot if it's just M7 or there's another letter. And that one has like a USB and XLR and a jack output, but I don't need all of that. So they actually released the same one, but I think with an X at the end, which only have an XLR. So you can get like the same, not the same, but very similar quality to SM7B, but on a lower price. But then, on top of that, I've bought the windscreen for the SM7B. So what I'm gonna do when I get them, I'm just gonna install the SM7B windscreen on the what M7X M7. Let me check its name. I think it's M7 or something. Sure, M7X MV. Okay, so there's an MV7 and an MV7X. Right, so the one I got is an MV7X. That's the one that's stripped down, it's only XLR. And there's the MV7, which is this one. And as I said, the only difference that they have like a USB and an audio jack out, which I don't need. I just need the XLR because I have it connected here to this interface right here. So yeah, really excited about that. But yeah, as what I said is I'm gonna remove this windscreen and then put the windscreen of the SM7B. I've heard that a lot of people are doing this hack and they're getting a lot of good results from it. So yeah, I thought why not? So really excited for that. Hopefully, obviously, our next stream is Sunday as usual. So today is the pre-mix session, and obviously, as you know, we stream also on Sunday. So hopefully by Sunday, I'll get the mic as well. Um, but with that out of the way, let's see what we've got today. So I wrote down as usual what are the key points that we're gonna cover today. There's some woodwinds that I would like to add or try to add at the beginning of the intro. As I said last time, we finished orchestration, but as I was giving it a playback during the week, I was like, I want to try to see, just as an experiment, just to see if I can do something with the intro. I've also wrote down here that we're gonna try also maybe to layer it with a piano as well, just to see, just kind of an experiment. So these two are experimental, but then we're gonna add some bass drops on the intro of every theme run. So there's one here and one here. We're also going to carry on where we left off last stream. So last stream we were programming the drums. And when I say programming, it's already programmed, but we were just finalizing the velocity, because normally that's how I do it. I just don't worry about velocity and quantization up until I'm ready, just before I'm ready to mix. So I have a phrase called the pre-mix phase, and then in this pre-mix phase is where I kind of like do the final touches. Um to the drums. We're gonna add some cymbals because I found out that the patch I'm using doesn't have the extreme cymbals, and I'll tell you what I mean by that because that's a technique like I use in every song, but the patch I went with today doesn't have it, so we will add it. I will also add some hits to create reverse cymbals from. We'll choose the drum samples to enhance it. We'll select the bass sound, we'll experiment with that, we'll review the guitar sound. We'll print every single MIDI to audio, name everything, make sure the levers are correct, disable the MIDIs, and basically prepare the session for Sunday, where hopefully we'll start mixing. So with that being said, let's give the track a listen, because we haven't listened to it since last stream. I haven't actually been listening to it a lot or at all, because one of my new tracks got released on the 17th, and I was just busy with that, just listening to that, seeing what I could have done better, what people who follow me are telling me about that track. Also, what we're gonna do next Friday, so next week, we're gonna do a stream where I'm gonna unpack that track and unpack everything. We're gonna talk about the session, from production choices to mixing to all of that stuff. We're gonna just kind of unpack that track. But with that being said, let's start here and just remember how this one sounds like. Okay, sounds really good. So yeah, that was the track. In the my listen, I didn't see like any mistake or anything like I wanna correct. I can't wait until I bounce everything to audio just so I can balance the volume. There are some stuff obviously that sounds too loud, too quiet, too all of that stuff, which we will fix when we mix. Okay. Well, not it's not. We're not gonna fix when we. It's not broken. We're just gonna do it when we mix because it hasn't been done yet. As we said like multiple times on the stream, the way we do it is that we write, we put our writing hat on, we produce, we put our production hat on, and then when it's time to mix, that's something different. Like I don't think there are a lot of people that are having great results with mixing as they recording, mixing as they producing. I tried it. It's too distracting for me. I know it would be more efficient for me if I started doing that and adopting that. So far it's a little bit distracting for me. I don't know. It's just I get distracted. You know. I already like take more than more than the usual amount of time to finish a track because I take my time with it. So um, I don't want to distract myself more. Anyway, so let's start with the list that we've got here. Again, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna see this section. I wanna try to add woodwinds to play with it. And there are two organs at play here. So we have this one. And we have this one right here, which is more of a just the bass notes. See what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this section right here. Actually, I'm just gonna go inside the MIDI editor, and then I'm gonna take all of these notes here, all the way to here. Sounds fantastic. And then let's see how that sounds if we put it on the woodwinds. And I'm pretty sure the woodwinds are playing sustain all the time. Let me just go to this section. Sorry, that's not woodwinds. This is woodwinds. Let's see this section. No, in fact they're playing staccato. So, which means we're gonna change the articulation. So let's open up the woodwind library. We've got it on staccatissimo, which is D-1. So let's confirm that by adding a note here. What is it? It's D-1. So let's go up a register, find D-1. So that's staccatissimo. So no matter what we do now at the beginning, it will always switch to staccatissimo when it comes to this section. Which is fantastic. Okay, now let's expand this to where we want. Use a 1-bar quantize. Where does this start with? 63. Okay, let's go to 63. Here we are. Now, we've copied it, so we already have it in the clipboard. So let's go ahead and paste it. Fantastic. Alright, so we might play with the register because this is already in 0. But let's see how this sounds as it is. Guess what? We forgot one thing. Very silly. Is to switch this to sustain. So what I like to do is I like to put the key switch before and after. The reason why before the reason for the before is that it's faster to switch when you're playing back the track, and the reason after is so that in case every time I want to try the sound, like while I'm writing, every time I put the cursor on the bar, it plays the correct articulation. So just like a tip there. Okay, so what is the articulation for sustain? It's C sharp -1. So that's one shift down. C sharp -1. That's the one. Okay. This is not registered here. So apparently F sharp 0 is too low. Let me bring this so you can see. So this actually ends on A sharp 0. That's the lowest it can go. So right from the get-go, we're gonna shift this. Oh, there's even a B -1. That's definitely not gonna work. So let's shift everything up. Does this play? This plays. Yeah, let's see. I like it, but I really want the woodwinds to play a very high register. And I'm not sure for the bass notes. So what I might do, I might just try. What will happen if everything went to the highest, like not the highest, but one of the very high registers, like 4 or 5. Or even maybe just one up, which is 3. There's already some stuff in 3 here, so this is 4. So one up we'll try. And we'll try 2 up. But yeah, so I want to try to see if all of them together went up. And then I want to try to see if I can keep some you know, the lead up and then keep the bass notes in this register. Because I do like this. Right? And I don't think this is really low. Right? Yeah. So let's do that. Let's go up a register and see how that sounds. I want this to be hit again. You know what's annoying is when you use multiple softwares. You know, I use DaVinci Resolve to edit my videos, and I use like some like other softwares. You know, Illustrator and all of that stuff. And each one of them has different like controls. So I've been using DaVinci Resolve a lot. So the blade, you know, the cut, the basically what's equivalent to this is B. So now I need to reprogram my mind to go to click 3 when I want to cut something. All right, so let's cut this to so I can play again. By the way, I can see we have a viewer on Kick. Is Kick up again? It was down. But I multi-streamed to it anyway, just in case. So I'm not sure if Kick is up actually. Please let me know. I can check here from my phone, but in a minute, just let me carry on this. Okay, so for all of these, what I'm gonna do is just add a legato trigger, which you trigger by just bleeding every note into the next one. Oh, but obviously you need to be careful with things like this, because now what I've done is I bled the same note to the same note, so that doesn't make sense, obviously. So just revise the track to see if you've done this anywhere else. But I know that this is the only instance in this phrase. Okay, I think it's good, but as I said, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring those back down, and I think I'm gonna make everything here very quiet, because I want the organs to shine, and now this is dominating. So obviously this is not a volume knob, so but I'm just gonna try to see how it sound if it supports the organ. Okay, so the velocity here has zero effect on sound. I don't want to change the entire sound, so I'll get it back to 0, but let me just test what will happen if it's really low, and I will dial it back up to the sweet spot. You see, this to me is perfect right here, because again, I want the organ to be the lead, and I actually want people to think that it's only the organ playing, and I just want to use the woodwinds for this effect. What I might do now, I might experiment with harmonizing, but I like the volume right here. Because it's really blending with the organs, and that's exactly what I want. I'm gonna bring it back up, because again, when we print this, we'll lower that section down when we print this to audio, so I don't care about the volume now. But let's try playing with some notes just to see if we can harmonize some stuff. So obviously this is in B harmonic minor, so what I do is I tell Cubase, hey, we're playing B harmonic minor, can you snap what I do to that scale? And I'm not sure if you can see, can you see there's a light gray, dark light gray, dark gray. So when I remove this, it goes back to piano roll. But when I click this, basically what will happen is that you can only now snap keys to the correct scale. See, it's skipping. So it skipped D sharp here, right? Okay. Fuck, I forgot what was the first note. What was the first note? B. Okay. But yeah. So. Wait. Yeah, it's B. Yeah, so now let's see which ones we can harmonize. We're not gonna harmonize everything, but we're gonna just do like interesting points. Maybe the long ones, maybe some of the long ones, just kind of like unexpected. For example, see, and especially remember when this goes quiet after we print it to audio, then I think this will add an interesting harmonic. Obviously now it sounds so loud and sounds so off. Not off, it sounds harmonized, but it sounds like dominating the organ, which is we don't want. But that would be, I think it would sound really interesting when we print it to audio. Wait. What did I do? Oh, I just went down. So basically this was A, and A goes with E because that creates a power code. Well, it's not like it goes with E, but I know that A and E create power code. But nothing seems better than A. And by the way, although we're playing B harmonic minor, but for some reason this note is off scale. I've tried to, obviously this is a cover song, I've tried to figure out exactly what scale would use all of these notes, and nothing came up in the scale generator I use. So apparently what I'd like to believe is that when this was written by Daisuke, he wasn't like particularly using pre-harmonic minor, but he just added this note, right? Yeah. So, but it sounds good. Obviously not this. We need to go back to A. Interesting. Really cool. Just put it back as it was. Fantastic. Now let's try to see how it sound like when we actually print it to audio and put it. Was it -13? Is the volume I liked? See how fantastic it sounds when it's very quiet. That got me excited a little bit. What? Listen. Really, really, I like it. I don't know what you guys think. No. Go back 1 second. No, fuck that. No. No. That all sounds bad. Maybe my ear was just hearing as another octave. Interesting. Okay, so that's cool. Now let's try to see what will happen if we add. Ah, wait. First, we need to bring this back to the regular level. Although we're not gonna like the regular level. Actually, you know what? Why am I being lazy? Let me just automate this part. I know we're gonna just print it. Hopefully this session, but so what? Um. Okay. So let's do. Wait. Let's go to here. Let's do this. Wait. Let's do this. And let's do this. And then let's do this. By the way, there was a faster way to do this. I don't know why I didn't do it. Basically, you can just highlight it and bring it down. But sometimes... Yeah. Life. Okay. Minus 13. I think it was more than minus 13. I think it was... That note is very loud. Dana. So you can just do this. Okay, I think this is good here. Right, so let's close this off. Okay, now, should we try to add piano? I think it will be a real. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it will be a little bit silly. Because it's not very piano-esque, right? It's just, I think the piano is gonna add some attack, which is needed. We might have to, if we like the sound, we might have to put it down a lot, just as we've done in the previous one. But we can just try. Right, so everything up until 71 is what we need again. Take all of that. Oh, wait, I missed something. Take all of this right here. Copy. And now let's go to the piano here. And where does everything start? 63. So good. I've put the cursor at the right spot. Bomb. Alright, let's see how this sounds by itself. This is wrong. There is no F sharp here. How did this mistake leak everywhere? There is no F sharp here, buddy. And here as well, there is no F sharp. Okay, I like the attack of it. I don't actually like the piano sample itself. I might search for another one later on, maybe at the end of the stream, just go through all of my piano patches and sound libraries and see which one I'm gonna use. There are some orchestral libraries that have like piano patches in them, like Audio Imperia, Spitfire. They sometimes when you get like an ensemble, they would have a piano there. Also, I can use Omnisphere. I have labs and I have I'll go for it. I have also, what do you call it? Sign player, the orchestral tool was one. Okay, so again, for this section, this needs to be really quiet because I want the organ to be the leader here. But I'm just gonna leave it for now because there's no point. See if I can do it quickly. Every time I say I leave it, I end up doing like, why am I? No, let's just do it. All right. So what you do is you get this one, right, and you'll mark this section, for example, and then you go here and boom. It's as easy as that. But was the volume always this low here? What's this? Just see before I do automation. Yeah. I don't think so. Okay, so it should be minus 11 almost. I'm gonna put 10.5, because why not? And for these 2 points, we'll just again do what is this? Fantastic. Everything is like, it seems like everything here is one instrument, and that's what I wanted to achieve. So that's good. This is like we've achieved what we wanted. I'm just looking at my mic volume to see if it's very low. But I think it's all right. Isn't it? Can you hear me? Yes, I think it's all right. Sometimes I panic about my mic volume for some reason. Okay. Right, so this is done. We've actually done 2 points here. I just wanted to try one of them, but both of them are actually good. So I'm gonna keep both of them. I actually thought that I'm not gonna like the piano, but there you go. Okay, so that's done. Let's scratch this one, and then let's scratch this one. Woodwinds, are we doing the correct starting point? Yes, we are. Okay, so now we need to add a bass drop. So bass drop will be added here. Okay, and this is gonna be different than when I do my like modern metal stuff. It's gonna be very subtle. I know it's gonna be B, but I know that it's only gonna be here. Okay, I might add it here. Do you know what? When I was thinking about this before we start the stream, I thought I'm only gonna have it here and on the repetition of this halfway through the track like this and its repetition. But I think if I add it here, because there's a lot of like impact and reverse cymbals and stuff, I think it will sound cool. And they're all B. I was just thinking what notes, so they're all B. So the way I do bass drops, and this is like if you're in the modern metal world, you'll know that this is common. If you're more from the EDM, then you're probably more of an expert on how to do bass drops than I am, because in modern metal we only use it a little bit, while obviously in EDM this is used a lot, and they do drops a lot and stuff. So um, the way we do it here is, well, the way like a lot of people do it. Some people you can do it from the sine. I used to do it from the sine wave. So you go to the sine wave generator, you generate a sine wave, and then you pitch it down, and you apply the pitch to the actual audio track. This was how I used to do it, and I learned it from Andrew Wade, the A Day to Remember, Wage War, and a lot of other, The Ghost Inside, obviously one of my top 5 bands. So he's the mixing engineer for them. I learned that from him, and then obviously I'm a big fan of Joey Sturgis plugins and the Joey Sturgis process. So I now use Sub Destroyer, right? So we add Sub Destroyer as a VST, and this is how it looks like. Again, if you do modern metal, you probably know this plugin by heart. And what you do is you automate this fire. You automate this fire. So there's a lot of settings here, but you can either automate like clicking fire and clicking the range from which frequency to which frequency, or you can just preset the start frequency and preset the end frequency, and then just automate the fire button. Obviously you can add the length. Normally I use this setting. You can get a more distorted results by changing the wave. So sine wave is the smoothest one, obviously. Now, because I know that this is gonna be B, the key of B, this one here. No, not there, here. Okay, what we're gonna do, so you need to start with the low frequency. So let's start with B. Where are you? Are you sure there isn't another B here? A, B. This is B. And then you end on B. So here. I think I've done it the other way around. Stupid. So 60, 30. Obviously, as you can see, because it's octaves, right? So it doubles, just like how you see in the spectrum analyzer. Fantastic, that's the one. Now, I think this is a little bit of a short length, but the best way to test it is to apply it. So, what we're gonna do, where's the track? Where's the track we just created? Here it is. Let's take this down and put it in production. So, let's put it here. This is not in the folder. We just need to put it in the folder. So close this, put this inside this, open this. Fantastic. Obviously, this I color code this same as like riser and stuff, because to me that's all like explosion stuff, right? So we'll color code this to orange. Okay, now what we're gonna do? Let's just go away somewhere here, for example, and record the automation. Right. So you click right here, play, and then you fire. Now, Cubase created automatically the automation layer that you've played with. Now you click off the right, only read. We don't need volume, so we tell that to go off, and then you can see this is really the automation that you need, right? Like that. Wait. Wait. Quantize, put 64, boom. Yeah, that's why. That's what I want. So you create this, take it, obviously remove it from here. Now, if you can paste it, whatever you want. So let's go and paste it. Where are you? 75? Yes. So, 1, 1. Go here, click on the automation layer and paste. Boom. Alright, so let's reduce the output. Okay, that's a little bit quiet. Let's increase it a little bit. As maybe minus it. Obviously, again, we're gonna mix all of this, but I just, kind of try to preset the level while we're at it. Yeah, I think that's good. I'll put it 9.5. And just leave it there, and then when we want to mix it, we'll just see if that's the right volume that we want to stay on. Okay, now what I want to experiment with is taking this bass drop. Wait. What are you doing? Remove this. I didn't know about this feature. You can select two combine selection tools. Oh my god, I've actually never seen this before. Very interesting. You learn something new. But I wonder how would it work. So what if I combined the selection tool and the cut tool? It's only these two. So if you click, okay. Okay. Right, so we wanted to try what will happen if we do it here. Right here. Let's select the layer and put it now. Let's listen back. Yeah, it's not saying anything. I think I will keep it. But I'll make sure to have it on the same spot again. So where's guitar 1 solo? It's right here. Let's paste it here again. Okay, and then here again. Fantastic. Rough Guitar Solo. Hey, Rough Guitar Solo Studio, how are you? All good? Thank you so much for dropping chat on Twitch. How's it going? Where are you watching us from? We're also gonna we're gonna try to experiment if we can do one here. I don't think it suits here, so we're just gonna leave the places that we left from Poland. Oh, hey, I'm streaming from the UK. I think it's 2 hours, 2 hours ahead, right? So it is what, 11 o'clock there. You you do music yourself? I know that I'm gonna add a bass drop at the end here. So on this note, so we just paste it right here. That sounds good. I don't think there is any more room for them. Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna leave it here. So what we'll do is we'll just scratch this line because we've already done it. Okay, so what's next now? Well, you need to carry on with the drum programming. So let's close all the layers. Yes, I create my own music, but always without mixing. Oh, nice. How come? How come without mixing? What's Do you send it to somebody to mix, uh, or what do you do? I know I to be honest with you, do everything myself, but I'm aware that it's not like the best. So that's the way I think about it is that I want to do it, try to make it as best as possible. It's not gonna be the best. I know if I send it to an engineer, it would be better. But let me just do everything myself, type of thing, cause um, yeah, it's not like I'm trying to be like a like world class musician, just like having fun with it, Um, but uh, but yeah, what kind of music do you create? Drum program. Here we go. Symbols is what we need. Coding creation process completes the process, and I publish sometimes. Ah, I see. So what you do is you just record it and you create it and you publish it as it is without mixing, correct? That's the snare. So let's do before we do toms, I like to do cymbals. So first, let's do the repetitive cymbals, which is hi-hat, and then we'll do that. Oh, fantastic! What kind of music do you do? Do you do? I mean, obviously your name is Rough Guitar Studio. So I assume guitar music, but yeah, you could be doing EDM as well or something else, or a mixture. So what I'm gonna do with the hi-hats is that I'm gonna alternate. So I'm gonna take these. It might take a little bit long. Um, might take a little bit long. But what I will do is oh. Okay, so with these, I'm just gonna bring them down a little bit. And then what I'm gonna do, um, you know what, I wish I dropped them. What I wanted to do is I wanted to select the lower one and then alternate them. And this part, what part? Let me see. I need to be honest with you to adjust the timing of the bots because sometimes they send chats too much. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get your link up. It sounds it sounds like something for a video game. And I can see even the name EXP16. Um, yeah, it sounds really cool for the ice. I can imagine it's kind of a like an RPG level uh, music type thing. That's what I'm imagining. Like exactly, I'm imagining Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core, right? That's what I'm imagining. I'm not sure if you know the music of Crisis Core specifically. That's what I'm imagining. This part reminds me of uh, A Perfect Circle, the band A Perfect Circle. Not sure if you know it. But yeah, great song, man. Yeah, thank you for showing it to me. I think again, it's giving me really Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core vibes, which is cool. This is one of my favorite games. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII itself, but Crisis Core, I always loved the music there. So there's resembled it, and I'm interested to know which drum library did you use because it sounds very raw. Um, and raw meaning good, right? Like if this because of the scenery I'm imagining in my head, right? Um, uh, this drum sounds really good. Let me kind of show you how the level design of Crisis Core. I'm not sure if you know the game, but I'm gonna just act as if you don't know, just so I can show you. Crisis Core level. No, not these. So what I'm imagining when I'm listening to this, I'm imagining something like this type of scenery, right? Or no, this type of scenery here. Yeah, something like this, yeah. Something like this. This is the this is the scenery I'm imagining. Ah, Easy Drummer. Okay, First Easy, is this the name of the software? First Easy Drum, or do you mean Tune Track Easy Drummer? All right, fantastic, man. Yeah, good job. Yeah, thank you for sharing. This sounds really cool. I give you a like and a sub as well, so definitely be checking your stuff out as you post them. I've never played this game. Yeah, man, you should. This was on PSP, so it's a little bit outdated now. It's still good, to be honest with you. If you play on PSP or if you get an emulator, it's still good. But I'm talking about times what, like I'm talking about 10 years ago or more, way more than 10 years. No, 12, 13, 14 years ago when I played this. But yeah, tune track, easy drum. Oh, fantastic. Do you know which? Do you remember which patch? Which patch of Easy Drummer? Um, Let me carry on with this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all of these, and then what is this? This is 197. This is 112. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just summon Cubase's logical editor. Okay, I know a lot of people might, disagree with this because they want everything to be like this, like every other hit to be strong. But I normally do it this way, and I find it to be fine, especially with a busy track like this. Um, until Platinum 2.5. Oh, Windows XP? Seriously? You got to be kidding me. 2.5 dollars. All right, 2 to 3 gigabytes. I see. No, but I mean, what patch? As in, like, which tune track library? Um, 97 and 11. Well, and then this sets random values between these values. I see. Interesting. If you done that, what you showed me on that machine, then you've done a fantastic job. I mean, I easy drum metalhead, yeah. I mean, even on this setup, I still lag sometimes. So really impressed on how you're doing that. Wow, XP. Interesting. All right, now what we've got here. So I think this is Ride. So what I like to do with the Ride is that you have two Ride. Alright, so you have two kind of two different ride, not hits, but two different ride position. No, I don't know what you call it, like areas of hit area. I don't know. And now with that, you grab all of this, you summon the logical editor again, and then the randoms here are fine, so you just apply and that randomize it for you. Got this sorted. Now what we need to sort out is oh, we have another segment here. Okay, so let's do that again. So again, summon the logical editor, apply it. Fantastic. And then you take every first hit, or it's not like I'm telling you guys what to do, but this is what I do. Take every first hit. Sometimes, I mean, you can experiment with them, every other hit, see what sounds best, but I feel that for the nature of this song, I'm just gonna take every first hit and drop them to the right bill. Great quality. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and appreciate you following the channel as well. We're trying to reach a goal on YouTube, as you can see from here. So I'd really appreciate it if you can give us a subscription there as well. All the links are below on the Twitch panel. Yeah, that would be really appreciated. Well, thank you for joining. I hope you're enjoying the stream. By the way, what we're gonna do is we're just kind of preparing the session for mixing. So this is literally the stream before the mix. So I'm just making sure I'm adjusting everything, I'm finalizing everything, and I'm putting everything on the table for it to be ready next stream. And what I'm gonna do for you, I will just play the track its entirety because I think yeah, I haven't played it for you just so you can see what we're working with, and then I will tell you what the track is. Uh, so that normally I do original music, but this one in particular is a cover track. And it's a cover track from a game called Guilty Gear. Um, that game is, I grew up on that game. It has fantastic, like, melodic metal type of OSTs, and this track in particular I really love. So that's why I'm kind of covering it. So what I'm gonna do for you, I'll play the first half of it and tell me what you think. So then the track repeats, and then there is another section at the end, which is from another track from that game. But I kind of like made an Easter egg and put it there. But that's kind of the gist of the track. One more thing is, do not focus on the mix or on the volume level or how muddy it is, because this is not mixed, yet. I'm just like we're finalizing it to prepare it for the mix, which will happen next stream on Sunday. 6 p.m. UK time. Then we'll start mixing this, and this would be actually the first time I mix on stream, right? So I want to see how would that work. All right, so we've made the articulation for everything. The crash cymbals, I think they're not playing a lot of repetitive notes. We've done the ride. This is the other crash. What we have left to do is we'll just do the toms. We'll just check that the Chinas, are both playing. So I just want to go over all the China hits to see like if I can add the left China as well. And then after that, we will just do the cymbal hits for the reverse cymbals, and we will add the, X drums for the wide crashes that I use just for effects. I see this is not the final mix. You are using live plugins, MIDI tracks. Yes. So everything is MIDI, obviously, except the guitars, and the guitar solos and stuff. The bass is MIDI, but all of this will be printed to audio, except the drums. So the bass and everything will be printed to audio, so we can mix it. And the reason why I printed to audio first, to commit on the sound. So then I will have less options. Second is less processing power, right? So if I make all of this Like if I open the orchestra, for example, I mean, there's a lot of big instruments here and a lot of, things going on. So it will take some power. So what I do is, I'll just put it all as audio and then disable the MIDI tracks, and I will put them in this folder. Where is it? Disabled tracks. I have the folder somewhere here. Ad hocs. Boom. Yeah, disable. Put everything here that I don't want anymore, so I can have it for the future. But then I will be dealing with audio, and then we will mix those, because then audio, is less processing power. It's printed, and then you have to add, a lot of plugins when you're mixing. Hopefully not, but that's normally what happens, and yeah, it will be more efficient to do it this way. Cool. So yeah, let's check the toms. So let's see what we have when it comes to toms. Low tom, high tom. I think the first tom roll is here. Yes. So where does it start from? Why does this... What's happening? Why does this sound like a... One second, something's wrong. One second, something weird happened. Why is this playing the tom? What? Literally, what's happening here? One second, let me just check if everything is in the right. Did I change? If I try to open your current computer, I could invite you. Oh my god. Yeah, man, this stuff needs. Yeah, I've been working on upgrading my PC every month. So yeah, it's been gradual. It's not like it's one go. Uh, that's hilarious. I'm just wondering if I've done... What have I done here? It's very strange. I think I've clicked on something by mistake. One second. One second. One second. One second. Let me see settings. I just want to see if I've changed the map by mistake. Let me just put what I'm trying to do here so you can see with me. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. Let me try... You know what? Let me try to Control Z stuff. Just to see if... is there a history? History. Okay, let's see. Transpose. Logical preset. So if I, for example, put it here. No, here, for example. Okay. Okay, so now it's fixed. So I've done something wrong here. So let's figure it out. Let's go back here and see where's the mistake. So is it this one? Is it this one? This transpose, whatever this is. Okay, we don't need it. Okay, so this is the mistake. I don't actually know what this is. But it was fixed, so good. Alright, we managed to fix it. And now you've watched me fix it as well, just in case it happened to you. I still don't know what I transposed and how I've done it. Maybe I just clicked something by mistake, but now we fixed it. Let's check everything. Fantastic. Okay, so getting back to what we wanted to do in the first place. We wanted to make sure that the drum roll or the tom rolls are... No, I'm not sure if I changed the note, because what happens is that this belongs to the snare, but then what happens is I'm clicking this and it was playing tom, and then I'm clicking the low floor tom and it was playing a hi-hat. So I don't know what happened. Unless I changed the note setup, which I might have done that, but maybe I clicked the shortcut by mistake. But I think the map setup changed somehow, like from here, because I'm on the general MIDI map. Okay, so let's see this roll here. So sounds good, but what I'm gonna do, so the first note, obviously there's a big debate on this, which should be the lower velocity, the first note or the second note in a roll. I think it's the first note. Some people think it's the second note. I experimented with both, and I'm not gonna lie, both sound good. So I don't know if I mean, some people can get really nitpicky with this stuff. I wouldn't bother. Maybe I would in a different song, but not this one, just because yeah, it's not like it has a lot of rolls. Right, let's see. Toms. Here. What's this? No, that's yeah, you don't need to change that. It's just 2 hits. Okay, let's carry on. Oh, here we go. Fantastic. Okay, so this is a good example. So I'm imagining something like this, with this is high, something like this, this is high, this, wait, then this is, wait, this is high, no, that's too high. And why I'm doing this, because the way I understand, I don't play drums, the way I understand it is that the right hand, is more powerful. So on a quieter hit, it sounds more powerful than the left hand. And I'm imagining he's gonna start hitting it with his left hand like this. Like even when I'm doing it, I'm imagining I'm hitting this first. Dun 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 dun. Right. So that's why I'm doing the second hit a little bit louder. Again, a lot of people, there are very great, drum programmers out there. So if you have your own tips, please let us know. When this is on YouTube, you can leave a comment. Well, it's already on YouTube, so if you are watching on YouTube, you can leave a comment. But this is how I program stuff. Alright. PC starting to get fried. Toms. There is here, but I've added a note by mistake, but I've Control Z'd it. I can't see any here. There are these like repeat like this kind of phrase is repeating, but I don't really care about this phrase because it's a one-hit one. This one here also like is fine. I think that's about it. Now, what we're gonna do finally is so let me just scratch this. Okay, now we're gonna change. How did you set up the panic of view, the audience of the drummer? No, I always do it the POV of the drummer. I tried with the audience one. It doesn't make sense to me. I think some bands that I listen to do it audience view. And I like that sound. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like that sound, but I just um the way I want to imagine it is that when the when people are listening to the track, I don't want them to imagine them watching the band. I want them to imagine that they are the band and it's hype them up, you know what I mean? Hypes them up like to imagine, so because, when, for example, when I grew up listening to music, I used to imagine that I'm in certain band, I'm in certain, and this is how I used to imagine myself when I was listening to these type of bands, like, and I think this is where it came from. Again, I tried the audience view, not really, and to be honest with you, it's not a lot of hard work. It's panning, for God's sake. I mean, it takes seconds, but it's good that the uh, the softwares normally come from the prospect of the drummer. Um, yeah, like hi hat on the right, I can imagine it, but I don't know. For me, the drummer, I want to feel like like I'm the drummer or I'm the band or something. Especially for people who don't play music, I think this will let them like imagine themselves doing that vicariously through the song. You know what I mean? Yes, exactly. More and closer to the musicians. Yes. So a little bit. You feel a little bit close to the musician. You feel that you have their because to non-musicians, right, playing music is kind of a superpower. Just like how to me, for example, when I look at those artists on like Instagram, and I'm not saying like musician artists, I'm saying like drawing artists. Like sometimes I'll be on Instagram or like YouTube or something. And I'll come across like on shorts or on reels some artists that they draw and they do like some insane stuff. And although I'm creative in the music side, but when it comes to the these people drawing stuff, like to me, that's a superpower. Like I'm like, how can you imagine the correct proportions for the face and the correct proportions for the eyes and the correct proportion for the hands and the fingers and you can imagine the shading, like all of that. You have it here and like I cannot do that. You know what I mean? I can obviously try to do as much as possible, but in that detail that I see on reels, like literally like a printer, you know like that's a superpower to me. So I think people who don't play music, when they listen to music, they think playing music is a superpower. So putting them in the position um, of the drummer or the guitarist and stuff maybe give them like that, like a surreal moment. I don't know, just just an opinion, really. Cool. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna replace Easy Drummer with Superior Drummer because you just need to mix it. So just remember, this is death metal. This priest Mark Lewis, Prithal Blue. What? Bathiel. How do you pronounce this? Bathiel Blue Kit, I think is what you say. Um, let's go Superior Drummer 3. Hacker. What's hacker? One second. Superior death metal. Here it is. Sorry, I'm putting this. Sometimes it opens in my second screen and I forget. Um. And the preset was this one. Okay, fantastic. Let's see if it plays the same. Obviously, when we had Easy Drummer, we kind of like, you know, adjusted the volume of the hi-hat and stuff, but we don't need to worry about that right now because, you know, we'll worry about that when we route everything. But I don't know why they're very loud anyway. I mean, they're, what I mean by loud, they're over 0, so I'm just gonna put them down at 0 for now. Okay, so what I want to check is, before I put the X drums, just the China very quickly. So Chinese simple symbol. So let's see where there's hits, and I want to try to make sure that it alternates between them. So there's 3 hits here. Maybe we'll put the middle one on the left China, like this. But to be honest with you, now listening to it, I think it's good to be emphasized on one side. So maybe what we'll do, yeah, this, what we can do is this, we can take it to the other China. So the way we find out where the other China is, because it's an odd note, is going to be in the minus stuff. So we'll take this and we'll keep an eye on this, and when we hit it, that would be the correct note. But this is the choke, so we don't want the choke, we want the open one. This one. So it's C5. Fantastic. So just so we can know, it's always C5. So let's see what other China hits we can put there. So what's this hit here? So I'm looking at this, right? What do you mean? Yeah, there are some drum kits that I've got where they've got like I don't know what's it called. I think but they have like a China in the middle, and I think I've used it in my last track. Because I like to use every symbol. Symbols is actually my favorite drum instrument or shell, basically. That's why I, you know, sometimes pay more attention to them. Not more attention, but I pay a little bit of attention to them. And I like in my song for every symbol to be hit at least once, even if it's like an exotic symbol, you know. This is the same hit as we had before. So as you remember, it was C5. This one here. Okay. What else? Let's see. China. I don't mind if it's single hit to be there. For example, this here. That's a crash. Where's Chinese symbol? Here it is. China. Okay, fantastic. And that's it. I don't think there is a lot. Like there's this one here and this one. It's the same phrase. Yeah, I'm happy with it to be here. Okay, let's go back to what we're doing. So now what I want to do is I want to add, and normally when I add X drums, I add, you know, a layer to the snare or a layer to the kick. But because normally the kit that I use normally have like extra, like far right and far left cymbals. Apologies for for the pun here, but far panned right cymbal and far panned left cymbal crash basically, and this one doesn't. So this one only has these two. So I want to add the other two, and what I'm gonna do is I just need to see. I'm just gonna run another instance of Easy Drummer, and I'm just gonna see what names are these symbols when I try to add them, just to make sure that I'm adding the correct one. So let's go to drum, easy drummer, just to remember. Where is it? The machine. Okay. So these two are what I want. So this is symbol 1 and this is symbol 6. So we will add these two, right? So let's go ahead and add them. I'll put this on the other screen just so I can see what I'm doing here. So more, we don't want to stack, we just want to add instrument, search for instrument, and then we go to the preset. The preset is obviously Metal Machine, and then we go to symbols, and then please tell me it says the symbol name. Okay, well let's get it. It's a 19-inch 23 thrash. Right. Oh. 17-inch 23 prototype crash. Okay, 70. This one. So exactly that one. So let's. Yes, you're right. Actually, let's save. I mean, Cubase auto saves, but you're right, because sometimes it crashes suddenly. Like, let's say when I loaded this easy drummer, it could have crashed, right? And we would have had to, fix the chinas again and all of that. But anyway, I found this, the one I want, which is this one, and I'm gonna load it. So let's see where it is. Fantastic. All right, now let's add another one. So we've added this. Now I want to add this, which is 19-inch thrash ride apparently. So let's go add instrument, search for instrument, Metal Machine, and what was it? 19-inch symbols first. 19-inch thrash ride. Here it is. Add instrument. Okay. Now I just want to see if this is automatically routed to the overheads here. So it should I want it to come from the overheads and the ambience. So if yes, so it's already routed. Like these two. Okay, interesting. It's not coming out of the overheads. Well, for example. Okay, so this is not coming, but it's fine. So what I can do is when I route them, I'll just route this and the overheads to the same bus, and then on Cubase it will all come out as overhead. So we'll do that now. So this is good. We've added this. So I just want to add this section now. And normally, as I said, when I put an X drum, I put it over a kick or over a snare, so it's already in the MIDI editor. It's already programmed. But I wanna see if when I add a shell that it's not programmed, would it take the same note as what Metal Machine had, right? So let's see if I add a note and go down to where Metal Machine normally have this symbol plays, would it work? So let's find a section. Like for example here. So this crash, I want it to be the one, you know, panned right one. So let's go down until this plays, or let's see if this is gonna happen. Yes, so that's fantastic. Actually, this is really good. I actually didn't know if this is gonna work or not, but I'm glad that it did. So basically, if you have an instance of of a superior drummer that doesn't have a certain shell, and you have another superior drummer or easy drummer patch that has a shell that you want, you can just import it and it will still play on the same key. And I think this is because there is I can't remember where I used to go, but you used to go somewhere here, MIDI mapping I think it was, and it will show you the MIDI mapping keys where it is, and I think it will still take place where it was. So that's fantastic. That's really good. This is the first time I do again a new shell extra. Normally I just I stack stuff basically. Okay, so that's good. So now let me tell you why I do this in the first place, add crashes, is because the way I like to program crashes is that the transitional crash, the one where you hit both crashes at the same time, I like that one to always be the the most panned ones, and then they move to the internal ones, right? So like, let's say for example here on Metal Machine, the way normally I'll do it is a section like this. The first crash, I will do these two, and then I'll move inside, right? Funny situation. I'll check it out in a minute. I'm just realized that when I did the bots, I will fix them. I'll fix them after the stream, so the timing of them is very soon. So I'll just space them out so they don't spam the chat like this. Like the bots. So for example, this enjoy stream one. I understand the link one. It happens automatically, but the enjoying stream, I might just make it appear later. Okay, so let's get back to this. Fantastic. Okay, so let me put this here so you can see what I'm saying. So now, at the first hit, these two are gonna play. That's exactly what I want. So they play and then it goes to the hi-hat. So it's like the drummer hit the most panned cymbals, and then he goes inside, and this kind of creates the stereo effect that I want. Like here as well. So where is it? These two. Come with me. Okay, so it's always E0 and G sharp 0, just so we can memorize it. This here. Okay, so it's 91. I know that it's very tiny detail, and you might say like nobody would realize this, but just the fact that I would, you know, And I know that it would bother me if I don't do this. Okay, G sharp 0. Cool. And then E0. Fantastic. Right, we have here as well 99. Let's go. Get them. Same thing, go down. Preparing the session to mix takes some times. Or at least in my situation, I realize that sometimes I take longer than usual to create a track, but and this is one of the reasons I started streaming my process, is that to kind of force me to take decisions a little bit faster, which hopefully will help me at the end, do stuff faster. Nice. So 107. We'll go down. Fantastic. Where are you? Take this away. This is next. Right, so we have one here as well. Add the theme, so 111. Let's go to the bar section, the 1-1 quantization. And we'll take these two. I want to change it from an open hand to a symbol. Fantastic. Alright, we have another culprit, 115. Let's do that. Alright, where are you? So yes, that's correct. That's correct. We have another culprit here. I think when the organ starts, right? Correct. Take it to the top. Take these notes and bring them down. G sharp 0. Where's the other one? Where's the other note? Then what? Oh, I think I know what I've done. I think I took these. Yeah. I think I took these down a little bit and then carried on with something else. Let me see. We're just looking at this to see where we are. Okay. So I've moved the one after. It's fine. So this is the one I've moved. So this needs to go back to being a ride. Ah, no, I moved the snare. Wait. Boom. It's the one after. Okay, now it's fixed. So where were we? Okay, so we need to take these two and put them. Okay, we have one here. The things you have to do. Well, really, you don't really have to do this. Okay, so here definitely, and it seems like I haven't put two crashes before, but now I'm gonna do it. So it's bar 147. Go to 147. Yeah, it seems like I've done a hi-hat and a crash when I took the cover tab, but I need to change that. Okay, so that's perfect. No, actually, it's not. G sharp 0 and E 0. Okay, we have one here. Where is it? Here? Okay. 151. I think next time I might do this off stream. I've realized that it's a little bit time consuming and it's a little bit brain deady. So apologies, guys. I think this is a first and a last. Fantastic. So finally, the last one. Okay, so wait, I was gonna jinx it. Where are we? Come here. Where's your sister? Okay, put them at, yeah, around 113, 115 is good. 113, 115 is good. Great, I think that's pretty much it for the symbols. Let's save. Okay, now what we need to do as well is I need to get rid of this metal machine. That's right, we just used it to get the notes, really. I'm sure all of the notes in the middle are okay. This one now. What do you mean, do you mean the drum hits or the actual melodies in the songs? Oh, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I think you're referring to the to the to the drum hits, and I think they're absolutely fine right now. I'm sure all the notes melody. This one now. Am I sure about the melodies are okay? I think so. Do you think one of them? Ah, that fast melody. What, this one? So this fast melody is actually not in the original song, but this section, as you can see, I called it here feedback, right? So feedback is the name of another track from this game, and whoever is gonna listen to this track, because they know the game, and when this section is gonna come up, they're gonna be surprised because it's an Easter egg. I'm not sure if I should. I don't know if I can actually play the track because of copyright. Let me try and see what will happen. Maybe I'll cut this section out when I edit it. But or if you go and type Guilty Gear feedback on YouTube, right? You will see that track. So this is although, and I tried to force it in because it's actually in a different scale. So I had to do some changes and I had to do some stuff to force that last, how many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these last 7 bars, just to squeeze them in, I had to do a lot of changes and stuff like that. So it's literally just an Easter egg for the fans of the game. Otherwise, yeah. Ah, you're saying there's one note that is out of. Let's see. I see what you're saying. Okay, this note at the end here. I think this is what you're saying. This note here at the end, right, is very long. Is that what you're saying? Like this note here. If this is what you're saying, then that is absolutely correct. And the reason why I've done, I wish you were here in that last stream. The reason why we've done this note very long is that when I print it to audio, I want to control how, when I fade it out, right? Because this MIDI is going to be audio. But if I shorten it, oh, it's not this note. Okay, then I don't know which one. Yeah, but the problem is there's a lot of notes, so I'm pretty sure you cannot point it out. Play once again with everything. What do you think? All right. We'll see. In the middle of 152. That's the best way to point it out. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I think what you're talking about is... No. 152, 153. 152 to 153. Is it the one that goes da 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 da? This one. I think it's... Let me just try to find out in which instrument it is. So if I mute this... No, I think it's within the... Here. This one. Da, da, da. Wait. No, it's still here. I think this is... Oh my god, it's gonna take me ages to pinpoint. This done? Where the fuck is that note? Am I going crazy? Tut, where is that tut? I swear it's this one. Together, maybe? What's happening? I think I know what you're talking about, though. Let me just go down to see there isn't any weirdness going on. This one here. This F here. I think this F is wrong. Should be F sharp. Or E. Tut, tut. Oh my god, I can stay forever here. What have you done? Dun, dun. Is it me or in isolation they sound different? Yes, I think now it's fixed. So I think, let me know if this is what you're talking. I think these two were F. And F, I think is not even in the scale. Let me see. And now that we've made them E, which is correct because these two are E. I think now they're... Bomb! Much appreciated, man. Thanks a ton. Now, let me tell you something. This is also found in like 3 more layers, so we have to fix all of them. So 152, there is this one here as well. No, let me just play by this by itself, this layer by itself. Okay, so let's see. So there's this F needs to go E, and this F, I think. Yes, that's what it is. And then this one. No, you're not crazy. You're right. You're right. I think that was out of tune. See why streaming this was a good idea. Wait, what's happened? Oh, sorry. I need to remove snap pitch. Bomb. Was there another layer? No, it was this and this. And that's it. That was the... I think that was the only... Yeah, that was the only 3. Oh no, there's this one as well. Okay, so... What was it? F, this one here. Bomb. Alright, now let's see. Fantastic job, my friend. You managed to catch the culprit. I've probably listened to this a billion times to a point where my ear was used to the mistake, and but there you go, you fixed it. Fantastic. Thanks a ton. That was really helpful. All right, now we're sure that everything is on tune. All right, but just to confirm, this was what you were talking about, right? And now we fix it, correct? Um, all right, now is the fun part. So let's stack some snares on top of this one. So for this, I just need to adjust the mix just a little bit. So put the overheads a little bit low. Wait, what? You use cheap headphones. Well, I mean, you managed to pinpoint the wrong note here. So yeah, you've got amazing ears. But yeah, that was fun. That was fun to find uh what note what you were talking about. Like that was even more fun than finding that which note um the wrong one is. I wanted to see which one you were talking about, and the way you pinpointed by the bar was good. Um, cool beans. Okay, so let's stack some snares now. This snare by itself sounds really good, actually. But let's stack some stuff and see if we need to stack anything. Um, so we'll add to the center, and let's just audition some snares. So immediately we need to go and put snare here, which is good. Acoustic. So we'll start with. So we are on death metal already. I'm not sure if there's anything from this pack as well, so we can stack on it. I mean, this one sounds good. But let's audition more. So Drum Kit from Hell has a very. I don't like the sound of this. I mean, I think the cymbals are good, but a lot of the. It's just not my sound. This one, Drums of Destruction, is good. I think this is the one that has a Lamb of God kit. Yeah, this is the one I think. But not for this track. See, Made of Metal. Okay, sounds good. Check the clip and use. You're like an auto reminder. We saved it. Very helpful to the stream, man. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks a ton. Um, as I said, we also gonna stream on Sunday. So if you're doing nothing and you wanna chill, make sure you join us 6 p.m. UK. So Poland would be 8 p.m. Um, Pure Steel. Where? Not in this. Here? It's not on this. You're not talking about this pack, right? Did we go across up here still? This is up here. No, that's too pointy. Death metal one. We went through the drum kit from hell. I don't like it. Pearl. Pearl, free, pearl. Maple. MX maple. I mean, I normally I use stuff like this, but not for this track. I use it for like more metal core type of stuff. This is a pearl steel. Also good. It has a good body, but I hate the rattle. The rattle, it's annoying to... I like these two. This or this. But I can't choose which one. I think I like this more. Yes, let me stack this. Okay. There's I think there's a little bit of what do you call it? Flamming going on, and the reason why, I think because I think one of them is recorded after. There was a way where you can bring it back. Let me just try to remember. Offset, I think. So let's solo the drums. So I'm gonna try to mute the stack just to see how it sounds with or without it. I think it sounds way better with it. There's one thing though, this sometimes plays a velocity that I don't like, which is why I'm gonna go to velocity curve. Tama, this one's good, but you can turn off the springs on the pearl or turn the volume down. The X drum, just go to maybe the bottom mic or something and turn it down. Yeah, that's right, actually, we're correct. Let me just go with... No, 115. There's this rim shot effect that I hate on this snare from Metal Machine. Let's see how this sounds now. Sounds good. Okay. Let's see with the kick. I think I know already I'm gonna add Metal Machine kick because like it's my go-to kick. But we'll search for other stuff. Let's stack hit. So we want the right kick Metal Machine. Oh, not necessarily Metal Machine, but we'll see who we can audition. One second. Why is it only show me? Yeah, metal machine. So this one is good. There's also progressive metal. Has a good kick. So I think these could have been obviously progressive. Easy X is a little bit raw, but it has some good kicks. But I think they need a little bit processing, and I think I would have used them if I was doing something like my last track. Modern metal. No shit sound. And by the way, I'm not sure if you guys know as well, but every time you choose a stack, it goes through the mix coloring of which whatever Easy X you have on. So this kick, for example, maybe if you load modern metal and play this kick, it will sound different because it would be in the coloration or the mix of modern metal Easy X. But now because I'm on the death metal Easy X, when I play this, it's going through that processing. There is also metal. This is actually a good kick. Let me see. Fast metal kick. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a right one and a left one, so I'm gonna stack the right one. Probably prepared to use additional EQ and compression. Yeah, exactly. And I think with progressive, I'll tell you what I think about progressive. I think the progressive kick is good. I used it with a track of mine called Transmissions from the Parallel Unknown. But what I've done is I've chose, I think I've chose progressive Easy X as the main one, the main kit, and then I stacked other stuff on top of it, and then I started shaping the kick, and that's actually one of the best kicks I've done, to be honest with you. Like, this is one of the most kicks I'm proud of, is the one in that track. And I've used, I think it was progressive metal, the progressive Easy X with metal machine or metal, I can't remember, but I remember that I've used the progressive Easy X as the main kit, and then I stacked on it, and I think that's how I achieved that sound. It did need a little bit more shaping, but it sounded amazing. I will open that session maybe in another stream just to remember, because there is also the chance that I've done the other way. So I've loaded metal machine and I've loaded progressive kick on top of it. I need to go back and remember what I've done with that. That was like one of the, like, I liked that kick a lot. I think I'm gonna go with this one, so I'm gonna stack. This is loaded. Okay, so this is loaded on the right kick. Now we need to load it on the left kick. That's why when you click this, I think, plays with a stack and without stack. So let's go add hit and go to metal. Remove this and go to metal, and we've added the right one now. Fantastic. Alright, I think drums is stacked up. Obviously we can stack till tomorrow, but I think this is good. I think this is good. I mean, we can experiment more. I think this is good. I don't want to overdo it. I think this is good. It could sound like a good record. Okay, so drums is fine. Let me save. Fantastic. All right, now bass. So with bass, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna print a DI from the library, and I'm gonna print the effect from the library, like the distorted effect from the library, and I'm gonna duplicate the DI when I print it just to add my own amp, and then I'm gonna blend and see which ones I'm gonna use, which ones I'm not gonna use. Maybe I'll use all of them, maybe I don't know what I will do. But let's start with this one. So I just want to check here that the slide is working, because I think it was one library for the entire thing and then one library just for the slide. So Eurobase 3 was... Wait, what have I done? Oh, of course, there are no notes here. Alright, so it's this here, and then there's a slide here, then... So the slide was... Did I stack it on top of each other? No, it was... Yes, it did, actually. So the slide was Jim Bass. As you can see, I think I left this on DI. I amplified it. And obviously the level is massively different. But what I'm gonna do with this one, when I print it, I'm gonna leave it as DI, and then I'll just use an amp on the same app. So I'll use on both instances the same app, so it sounds like it's the same bass almost. Because I think if I go here and I say DI, I'm pretty sure it's going to sound a little bit different, but it's not as different as this. And also the volumes are different, I think. Let me see. So it's a shame that this doesn't have the same slide, but I have to use the Jin one to achieve this slide. What can I do? And I like the rest of the sound from the Eurobase 3 more than the Jin bass. So yeah, it's a kerfuffle. So we have it on distortion. There's nothing you can do about it here. I would just transfer it back to DI, and when I print it to audio, I'll just use an amp sim to cover all of them. I can obviously, just to see how it sounds, I can increase the volume here, but I don't think there's a need. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be DI down. But with the Eurobase, I'm gonna use obviously the DI, and I'll print another one as distorted. I don't think this is needed to be this much driven. Okay. So that's ready for printing. Let me just go down to the checklist and just see that we're right on track. So we've selected the drum sound, bass sound, we know what we're gonna do with it. Again, DI for both of them, Eurobase distorted, and then we'll copy another copy for the DI to run an amp on, and then we'll see how we can blend them. Maybe we'll ditch one of them, maybe we'll keep two, maybe we'll keep one, maybe we'll keep three. We'll see when we print. And then review guitar sound. So let's see the amps. I'm happy for this track with the amps I've selected, so I don't think I'm gonna like change anything. Man, so many plugins. I use some distortion and I only have a guitar. You have a so you have a whole store there. Yeah, man, it's been I've been like I think I've been doing this since 2015 and I haven't been like really excellent at it. But but yeah, every now and then when there's like discounts and stuff, I buy stuff, and this is like kind of where I like put some money on. Um, so yeah, it's some stuff. But I think recently I've stopped spending on like instrument stuff, and I'm more spending on like libraries, like orchestral libraries, just because they're way more expensive. And it's hard to do both. So normally I just spend on that and then chill for the month, and next month maybe I'll just do something else. But yeah, I don't think I can. Like for example, the bass sounds I have not right now. I don't think I'll buy another bass sound soon because there's no need. There's no need for like guitar amp sims now. Like I think the Gojira one released an update. I don't think I need that. I don't know. There are some other like amp sims. Like I think there's this clairvoyant one or something. Sounds cool, but I don't know. Right now, I don't want to invest like in amp sims. I want to more invest in like libraries, like when I like orchestral libraries and stuff like this. I think that's where what I want to do. So so with with the rhythm guitar tone. I think it sounds good. Andy James tone is really good. Uh, you tried the Goju, only fries were good. Um, only the fries were good. Now I get what you're saying. Oh my god. I think you need to update your PC. Obviously when you can. The but you're. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Gojira plugin is really good, but I mean, if you can get like a low processed ones, like I think this one, for example, SL tonality. I think this is a little bit of a lower process than um the Gojira one. You can always as well. Thing is, I don't know which one would take more process power than the other one. I've never thought about it. I think because there's another ways for you to like load an impulse response, but then that's you opening up another plugin. I'm not sure, but there are some. Like I will show you a plugin that sounds really cool, and I don't think it takes a lot of power, and nobody talks about this plugin. And it sounds. I've used it on one of my. Actually, let me show you. Let me show you how it sounded. Let me show you the plugin first, and let me show you what sound I managed to get with. So the plugin is called not Mammoth. Mammoth is the bass one. Mammoth was the bass one, wasn't it? Yes, Mammoth was the bass, but it's from the same company. So this is the company that does Mammoth. But they have a Rhino. Here it is, this one. This, not sure if it takes a lot of processing power, but this stuff sound amazing, right? Like I will show you the guitar tone I managed to get with this. So this I use that I've layered it with stuff, but I've mainly used my mouse ran out of battery. But I've mainly used Rhino, and I think I've blended it in with Andy James and some other amp sims, but was mainly Rhino. Uh, so this is the sound. But yeah, that's the sound. And I got it with the Rhino one. So yeah, check it out. I think it's a great plugin, and I don't think it takes a lot of processing power. I don't think so. Yeah, check it out. So guitar sounds, for me, I'm happy with them. And then we have the other rhythms here. They use the same type of amps. By the way, if you just want to see my chain here, obviously this is the recording chain. It's not like a mixing chain, but I keep it and I add on top of it if I want to. But basically, obviously lock on is just a tuner, so this is doing nothing. And then I've got EQ just to go into the amp. This is kind of acting like a pedal. And you've got obviously the Andy James plugin that I've showed, and then another EQ just to remove some of the metallic sound when you palm mute. Some people like it, and some people like they identify with chugging with that sound. I just don't like that like metallic sound when you chug. I like the chug to be very I don't know, very smooth, like very heavy. I think the metallic stuff adds a little bit. I don't know. I just don't like it. So just remove that, and then we have the theme intro, which is this one. So this is same thing. We have like a pedal EQ is what I like to call it. And then you have Gojira, and it's the preset from Born of Osiris from Lee, Rich Lead. I don't think, yeah, as you can see, I haven't played with it, so it's exactly the same preset. I think I tried to play with the pedal, but then I went back to use the exact preset. I might, when I mix, maybe just play with it again, maybe just decrease the distortion or something. And then I've used a lot of EQ just to remove some noise that I didn't like. Let me just remember how that sounded like. My mouse is going weird. So let me just remember how that sounded like. They better not listen to my recording. There is no EQ on there. Man, you're brutal. But to be honest with you, the track that you showed me earlier, I think the guitar tone sounds really good. You don't use a cue with it. I think that guitar tone sounded actually really good. Yeah, not gonna lie. So the frequencies I took were this. So that's out, and this. Right? Can you do it together? No, it's only one. But yeah, these are what I took out. And then I've put soothe. Right, just to soothe it. I think there is a better preset here for guitar, I swear. Electric guitar. This one, by Nolly. Electric guitar harsh. Yeah, I mean, you can play with those to see what you can get. Orchestral stuff is actually good. You will see me when I go to the orchestral stuff. I'm gonna use that. Just because uh, it removes the harsh frequencies a lot. I find the settings on Soothe are really good. I don't know what's happening to my mouse. Okay, so that's the intro. That's the theme guitar. Now this guitar solo one, I think it's the same settings, but I think I just maybe played with the delay a little bit, although it doesn't seem like it. Guitar solo 2. What do we have here? Okay, so this is interesting. This is something I tried later on. So I had some problems intonating the guitar, right? And I figured when I was hearing back the solo, I was playing it well, but it was a little bit sharp. And when I checked with the lock-on tuner, it showed that some of the notes are like 25 um, cents sharp. So what I've done, I was like, let me try to bring it down 25 cents using a pitch shifter, just to kind of like counter the intonation mistakes, and specifically because I'm playing within the same position. I think it's two positions next to each other with this solo. So yeah, I've done it and it sounded better. Oh, sorry. Wait, that's here. Obviously, you need to be aware that this obviously the solo is playing way faster than what you would tune normally. This is why obviously it's jumping. As you know, when you tune, you need to keep playing the same note multiple times. But what I've done to find out is that I've looped one note and tuned it to it, and I found that it was like 25 cents sharp. So that's why I used the pitch shifter. By the way, this tuner is very, very accurate when you're actually tuning your guitar, and it's free. So if you don't have it, really highly recommend to download it from Submission Audio. So yeah, it's better than before. Obviously, a better guitar would have achieved better results, but this is what we have to work with. So guitar tones happy. So let me scratch that. Now what else do we have? What's the time? I think we have 15 minutes left for the stream, and then I need to head off. But we need to print everything. No, but first we need to name everything. So let's do this at the very last 15 minutes. So I'm gonna do, so all of these contact instruments needs to be exported to audio. Now the problem is, as you can see here, for example, everything is named properly, like string ensemble, high strings, low strings, trumpets, all of that stuff. The problem is that this itself doesn't get exported. What gets exported is this. Okay, so you need to rename what you've named for the MIDI channels for the same. You need to rename the outputs of the contact outputs the same as what you've named the MIDI channel. So you've got trumpets here. So you need to call, so there's 5 here and there's 5 here. So this is trumpets. Okay, and then this is horns. Now we're preparing to make everything audio. Trombones, cymbasi, and tuba. Okay. string ensemble. This is Audio Imperia. String ons, and then high strings, and then low strings. Now, when you export them, it will take these names. What else do we have? Let's just go up. So these, I don't think this is contact. I think this is like a instrument track. Any of these contact? This is contact. But I think this is the only instrument, so it's on the same output. Let me see. Yeah, so this is the same output here. So obviously it's already named. Harps. What do we have here? Yeah, these are contact. So French harp and Italian harp. Now, the reason why sometimes I use multiple things for the same playing is just to create like either a stereo field or different layers or something like this. Like I could have easily just chosen one of these harp sounds like this, for example. Right? Or the Italian one. But what I wanted to do is I was like, let me just put both, and together they might create like a different sound. Not a different sound, like it's a more richer sound. Right, and in this instance, normally I would pan stuff, but now if you look at the panning, I think this harp is already panned depending on the note. So if you can see, if you can just look at the stereo leveling. Like you can see, this was playing too much to the left when it was playing higher, but when it went to play lower notes, it started going a little bit to the right. Yeah. So I might force pan them when I make them audio, just to kind of create a forced stereo field, but I'll experiment. So the bass, I'm gonna print by itself because I'm gonna print it twice, as we've talked about. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. Let's go woodwinds. There's only one, so it's the same naming. We'll leave it choir. This one I think needs naming. So we have, let's see where this is gonna come out of. 1 second, on solo. Let's see where the staccato is gonna come out from the same output, like the main output. It did. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna name this choir stuck. Oh, sorry. Choir stuck. And then here choir sustain. Okay. Let's just make sure that the sustain is coming out of this one. So we have one sustain note here. I'm glad we checked, because it wasn't. It was coming from this track here. So what we need to do, first of all, this doesn't need to be. And on the side, why do I hear noise from the street? Oh, seriously? By the way, you weren't here when we started. So I was saying that I've changed my mic. So my new mic is gonna come. I think, hopefully before Sunday, before the next stream. But if it didn't, then you will see it on Friday. But yeah, I've been having problem with this mic. This mic I've bought long time ago, I think 2015. And I never thought of changing it because I didn't think that I'm gonna like do streaming or YouTube or any of that stuff. But now that I'm doing it, obviously I've used it because I have it. And now that I've seen that, I've been having trouble with it every time I'm changing the settings, I'm putting effects on it and stuff. And yeah, I think it's a good mic, but maybe not for stuff like this. Maybe if you want a mic and acoustic guitar or something, it would be good. But I have like a family, I've got a daughter, I've got, as you can see, like the main, not the main street. I live in a town. The main street of the town is right outside, so it can pick that up. That's why I wanted to get just a dynamic mic. So I've bought an MV7X, and apparently what it is it's a lower price version from the SM7B. Sounds like you have a second microphone outside. Oh my god, does it sound this bad? I will listen to it in the playback, but yeah, I can't wait until I change this one. Hopefully, the uh, the sound from the MV7X is what they call it will be better. Let's see, let's see. But yeah, and your comment is exactly why I wanted to change it, because I've been struggling to get a decent sound out of it. It's either picks everything up or picks everything down. Yeah, to be honest with you, it is a good mic, but I don't think for this purpose. Like, imagine, I think if you were miking maybe overheads, maybe it will be good. Maybe if you're miking again, like maybe acoustic guitar or something, and your room is well isolated, I think it would be good. It's a crisp mic, I gotta say, and it picks up like low end, the thing that is suited for this purpose, like streaming and YouTube and things like that. Because yeah, I've just started this, and I think I'm gonna carry on doing it for a while. So yeah, might as well, might as well. But yeah, you're right. The It does pick up noise from outside. So I've used the filters in OBS. I've actually am using plugins. So what I'm using is I'm using this noise gate from Slate Digital. Well, what do you call it? Kilohertz, I think what they call it. And I've got this EQ going on, and I've got a limiter, which I should really use. I should really use a compressor, obviously, but just for a quick setup, I use the limiter. I think when I get because to be honest with you, I'm not taking this setup seriously today, knowing that I'm gonna get the new Shure mic. And I think when I get it, I will make sure like I set the plugins up as perfect as possible. But this is kind of like a temporary setup just to get by today, and hopefully not on Sunday. Hopefully on Sunday, by Sunday, I will have the mic. I think so. I think I will. Because yeah, it says so on the delivery, but let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Choir sustain. What else we have here? Okay, so we've got the percussion stuff. So let's see. Starting from percussion roll. So I just want to check that it's in the right order. So I want it to come from here. Wait. On solo stuff. Fantastic. So I think everything is set properly. So percussion roll. Maybe you have another mic on. Does it sound like I've got like a reverb on or something? Because when I played it in Cubase, it sounded like when I was doing the playback, right? It sounded like there's another mic on. Let me check something actually. You know what? Let me check something. One second. Does it still sound like that? How does it sound now? I need to check the settings again. Yeah, I need to check the settings again. But let me know if it sounds better or worse. Two mic now. Okay. Interesting. So I think I know where the problem is coming from. I think I know. I think I see it on OBS. But I want to see how to, because what's happening is that it's getting the sound from Cubase, but it's also forcing a mic input. But if I mute, like if I mute this, I'm gonna mute it for the test. Tell me no. Tell me if you can still hear background noise. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, can you hear like background noise, or can you hear just just uh, just my mic? Like, is it better now? And now I'm gonna bring it back to how it was. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically, if it went better, and I did that, basically the sound of that's coming from Cubase is also bleeding some mic in, and I want to see how can I like, yeah, I want to see how to do it properly. Really. Yeah. But yeah, but I think we're gonna end soon anyway. Now let me just finish writing this, and then we'll call it a day for today. The sound from the streets is the same even when you speak. Hmm. Okay. First of all, thank you for telling me that. Now, now that I know, I will have to investigate it when uh, I'll exit the stream. Obviously, probably tomorrow, because after this, I'll just have to do some stuff, and then tomorrow I will see what's there. I'll do some experimenting. Sounds like another street noise source. Yeah, I think what's happening is that this camera right here is closer to the window, and I think OBS is picking up the input from that camera, but I don't know why. I don't have it on. I don't know. I will see. Bells. Do you have a microphone in your camera? Yeah, so the camera has a microphone. I will show you actually what's happening. One second. So this is right. So basically, Cubase has a, what do you call it? Has a thingy meter. Sorry, I got distracted by the noise outside. Yeah, Cubase has a meter and the mic has a meter, and as you can see, when I speak, it's coming out from here, and the noise from the street is coming through here. But I cannot, for some reason, disable the. I cannot disable the volume, the mic on the Cubase one. I don't know why. So the thing I'm thinking about to solve this. Number one is The Shure mic will definitely solve a lot of the background noise because it's a dynamic microphone. So I'm pretty sure it will solve 70% of the problem just when I receive that mic. Now, if there's still noise from the street, so basically what you said is that there's two problems: noise from the street, and sometimes when I did something, there was two mics. So the two mics, I think it happened when I clicked when I did that test. So that's not an issue if I don't do that. But the noise from the street, I think it's solvable when I get that mic, the MV7X. I think, excuse me, I think this one picks up a lot of street noise for some reason. Uh, yeah. All right, let's see. Finally, I think we're close to the end. Let's see this. So this layer here, we'll just copy that. I'll put it here, and these two we can disable them because we're not using them. So let's go and disable this and disable this. We're just using this really. Okay, risers. Yeah, let's use that. So the first one is here. So I want to make sure that this is coming out from here. Mute camera mic in Windows Mixer. I think I know what you're saying. One second. I think I know exactly what you're saying. What? No, no. One second. Okay, let's mute this one. Okay, don't tell me now it's not fixed. Is it fixed now? Oh, I'll carry on talking and then you tell me if it's fixed. Because what I've done is I've went to Windows setting. I've turned off the mics on both cameras. So this one and this one. And then I've put the input, mic input for the Cubase channel on OBS to be the camera mic, which is turned off from Windows. So there is no input. So now I just want to see if you can still hear background noise. It's quieter. Okay, I think the only sound left is the one from the mic. Because now the mic is already, is the only one active. Like if I We can hear that. This is pretty far. Yeah. Again, really appreciate you, man, pointing these out, because, you know, uh, Kino, thank you for the sub. You've joined us just while we're wrapping up. So Kino is on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. We are going to be live again on Sunday, 6 p.m. UK time. But what I'm gonna do, because you've just joined, I'm just gonna play the track that we're working on now fully, and obviously we've also got Rough Guitar Studio on Twitch now. So like we're doing multiple platforms. So what we'll do, let's play the track one more time, and let me know what you think. By the way, we were just me and Rough Guitar Studio. We were trying to fix my mic, so we were just talking about the setup and going here and muting this and muting that. So yeah, but yeah, obviously I appreciate him for pointing out these issues and trying to fix it for me. But yeah, let's just play the track one more time before we wrap up, and yeah. Fantastic. I can't wait until I mix this because a lot of sounds are, muddled up and there's a lot of muddiness and stuff. So when I mix this, I can't wait for it to open up. This is what I'm looking after. There is one issue here that has nothing to do with anything, is this, the risers. I've just realized, why are they not working? Like, what's going on here? So, this, wait. Ah, of course. So you need to connect it. That's why. So, alright, you connect this to risers. This is not connected as well, so you connect it to risers. And this is not connected as well. You need to connect it to risers. So now let's see. Now they should work. Fantastic. What about this one? Good. And this one? Fantastic. And as I can see, they each are playing on their respective output. So this one's playing here, this one's just playing here, and the middle one is playing in the middle. So, what do you know? We're ready to print stuff. So we've done most of this actually today, which is really good. Um, make sure levels are correct. Disable tracks. So what we have left for next session is we need to print these, import them. Make sure before we print them, we need to make sure the levels are correct. So let me just adjust the order of this. So make sure the levels are correct. Print them to audio, and then we will tidy them up. We'll disable the MIDI, and we'll start mixing. And I'm gonna try to mix it all in next session. And I hope that I will get the new mic by then, because I don't want, when I use my monitors for this mic, to pick my monitors up while I'm mixing, and then you guys pick up two sounds, and it's just a mess. I hopefully I get the mic by then. If not, we'll try to do as much as possible with headphones. And now I hear you have two microphones. The main interrupted, and I hear another source. Yeah, it's probably this Cubase thing. I'm not sure why it's picking it up. I mean, Cubase here. If I mute this, do you still hear it? Yeah, it's I'm not gonna lie, I think it's coming from Cubase. Let me try to do something. If I put Razer. Hello, hello, hello. What about now? Is it quieter? Yes? Okay, I think I know. I think I know why. So I don't think it has anything to do with Cubase. Yeah. I don't need this. Hide this. Okay, I don't think this has anything to do with Cubase. I think this has to do with OBS setup. So I've obviously done what we talked about. And let me see, control panel. So what I've done is this, watch. Manage, right? Boom. So you've got this mic from this camera, and you've got this mic from this camera. And if you double click on them levels, like I've actually muted them. But if you look at OBS, I'm getting. Wait, stop. Actually stopped. 1 second, let me unmute it. Oh, now it's going back. So if I mute it, it actually stopped. Is it better? Does it sound better now? It has to. It has to sound better. Because what happened is that if you look here, this channel here was the problem. So here, if I unmute it, even though it's on 0, it can picks it up. 1 second, you said something. Is okay. Yeah, so it picks it up, but then so even though it's on 0, but then when I click mute, watch, this is gonna disappear. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, sorry, I need to mute the other one. 1 second. Hello, hello, hello. Now it's done. Now because I clicked OK, obviously. So I think it should be done. Now it's good. Now I know you have a noise gate. Yes, there is a noise gate. Yeah. Does it sound? Does the noise gate sound really aggressive? 1 second, let me. Hello, hello, hello. 1 2 1 2. Hello. I think the attack is fine, to be honest with you. I think these settings fine. Maybe it's just the range and the threshold that I need to play with. But this is the noise gate I'm using on the in OBS as filters. Interesting. Okay, so thank you for your help, 100%. Now I know that every time I stream, if I look at OBS, and I've seen that Cubase meter showing any noise, then maybe the noise gate is a bit too strong, but everything else works fine. Okay, let's try to. I'm gonna um allow more. Once again. 1 second, 1 second. So I'm gonna just allow more noise to come through. Hello, 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. Let me just remember where it was. 1 second. Is it resetting? It's not resetting. Jesus Christ. Remove this. doesn't want to show. One second. Here we go. Okay. Hello, 1, 2. It's good to watch your broadcast later. Yes, I need to go as well. Thank you for joining. I will adjust the noise gate before the next session. But thank you for joining. I need to wrap up as well, actually. Again, Sunday 6 p.m. every Sunday and every Friday 8 p.m. But we'll see you 2 days from now on Sunday. Yeah, please make sure you subscribe on YouTube. That is like the number one goal right now. And yeah, thank you for being with us. And if you're watching this on YouTube later in the future, thank you for watching all of this. This was an interesting session indeed. But yeah, we managed to do a lot, and and yes, we'll finish the mixed next session. So good night, guys, and